In today's video, we're going to be cooking the yellow polka-dot zucchini burger sliders from season 3, episode 3 of Bob's Burgers, titled Bob Fires the Kids.
Lynn, I just realized something. I had a bad childhood.
Yeah, I know.
What do you mean you know?
Look at you.
What do you mean look at me?
Look at how you stand. People who had good childhoods don't stand like that.
Kids, your mother and I have an announcement.
Bam, 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 bam.
You're fired.
The Burger Book is asking us to make sliders today, so it's going to be probably short and sweet. However, I'm excited because honestly, my 28 years of being on planet Earth, I've never actually made a slider. I wouldn't necessarily say it's ever been a goal of mine. You know, some people want to see the Grand Canyon. Other people just want to make sliders. So let's get started and let's whip out the ingredients. The ingredients go as follows. Just some plain yogurt dramatically placed down, a zucchini, and a yellow bell pepper, some fresh dill, ground beef, and some fresh buns. You know, per usual, we're also going to be using salt and pepper to season it throughout the entire process. As that snazzy transition suggests, we're going to start going to town and preparing our slider sauce, mixture, or whatever you want to call it. The amount of yogurt is pretty much up to you, but you're going to need enough to balance out the amount of yellow bell pepper you'll be dicing up. I actually love cutting up bell peppers because you still get that satisfying ASMR crunch that we love so much without the perpetual attack on my eyes. I know there are ways to mitigate onions wrecking me, but at the same time, I appreciate how chill this yellow bell pepper ended up being. Truly a team player. We continue on by adding the pepper to our bowl and jump right into preparing our dill for the big show. It's powerful and poignant and often the star of the ball, so don't be afraid to use a good bit of it. Once we have everything prepared, we can get the ingredients into the bowl and for mixing and season it all with salt and pepper. You should probably taste it and make sure it has the flavor you're looking for. The dill needs to be the highlight of the bite. That looks like a sufficient amount of dill. This next step is optional, but I like to add a little kick with some crushed cayenne pepper to help balance out some of the yogurt. At this point, it's pretty much ready to be mixed like your life depends on it. Just look at it go. Graceful like a figure skater, strong like an ox. It may not look like much, but I promise you it's going to be incredible. The next step is we're going to slice up this zucchini, we're going to saute it in olive oil on a pan, and then we'll move on to cooking our patties. We're actually getting close to the home stretch now, and we just need to slice up our zucchini into rounds so that we can cook them until they're perfectly golden brown. If it came down to it, who do you think would win in a fight between a cucumber and a zucchini? I feel like it's a question a lot of people are scared to answer, but you probably had one in mind the moment I asked it. Alright, let's chill out for a second and watch the zucchini sizzle up, get golden brown, and just turn it into something beautiful. While the zucchini continues to cook, we're going to slice it into our package of meat and we're going to form our slider patties. With those damn veggies not holding us back anymore, we can move on to preparing our patties, which is just the best. You know I like to roll the meat into balls and season them heavily with salt and pepper, only this time there is a twist. I am making small meatballs instead of big ones. We are making sliders after all. The meat is ready to rock and roll, so let's check back on our zucchini. They have been bathing in olive oil for some time now, sizzling and cooking and getting perfectly golden. Things are going pretty smooth, just like I planned it. It's time to get some avocado oil into our cast iron pan so we can start cooking our patties. I'm going to shut up for a bit though, so you can really take in the cooking process. I always enjoy watching meat transform, which frankly sounds very bizarre when said that way. Alright, the patties are done, so we can toast up our buns and then move on to building our sliders. All of our patience is now being rewarded. We will start with laying out our bottom buns across the board. and then lay our juicy patties upon them, treating each slider like a work of art. We will then lather each one with our yogurt mixture, and then top with our cooked zucchini slices. And then finally, our top buns. All right, sliders are done. Let's bite into one of these bad boys and see how it turned out. Woo! These ones are rock solid. The combination of ingredients really makes it taste like kind of healthy, which even though it's kind of not. I'm going to give my first sliders I've ever made a solid 8 out of 10. I'm gonna wrap this up. Thanks for coming back for another video. I can't wait to get into the next episode of our series. I'll see you then. Peace.